Hi there, and welcome to the DOH Show, Canada's Drag Race Special Edition. I'm Ferris Fair.
And I'm Bambi Dextrous, and we're so excited that Drag Race is coming to Canada.
Finally! It's going to be such an amazing season, and we are super stoked.
And we are going to be reviewing each episode of Drag Race this season.
It's not just going to be us, though. We've actually got correspondents or correspondents across the country.
Across Canada.
That are going to be chiming in and giving their 2 cents, which in this country rounds down to absolutely nothing. But everybody's going to be giving their opinion on this year, and we can't wait to get it all started.
Yeah, and we felt it was really important to get opinions from across Canada representing the entire nation on what they think of RuPaul's Drag Race Canada.
So we thought we would start this year off with a preview episode talking about all the fabulous drag performers that are going to be in this season of Canada's Drag Race, and we have some of our correspondents' opinions on that as well. So let's get into the show. Mama Ru is actually not going to be hosting this season. In fact, there's going to be no host. It's going to be a panel of 3 judges, including Canadian actor Jeffrey Bauer-Chapman and the Queen of the North, Brooklyn Heights,
as well as Stacey McKenzie, who we all know from America's Next Top Model.
Absolutely, and then there's going to be a whole bunch of guest judges as well, including
Michelle Visage,
the judgiest judge of them all. So it's going to be absolutely fabulous. And they are going to be judging 12 Canadian queens from across the country. Ish. Let's take a closer look at all 12 performers that are going to be in this first season. The first one I want to talk about is Anastasia Anakwe. She was absolutely gorgeous. Originally from the Bahamas, has made this country her home, and is just stunning. Pageant queen, just beautiful in and out of drag, really, honestly. But yeah, definitely going to be one to watch for. I think that she is going to be fabulous.
The next one on our list of 12 queens is Boa. I personally really immediately fell in love with Boa. Just seems like a sweet character and somebody that I feel like I could get along with. Boa stands for Bitch on Arrival, also her last name.
Yep.
And she's just really sweet, and I really hope she does well in this competition.
Absolutely. And both of those queens that we mentioned are actually from Toronto. Now let's go to one of our correspondents in Saskatoon, Chelazon Leroux.
Hi everybody, it's Chelazon Leroux. I am coming at you from northern Saskatchewan. I will be your official correspondent of this region. I identify as a two-spirited drag queen. It's really important to me to represent my culture, being First Nations. Dene, First Nations. So let's talk about Drag Race Canada. It's super exciting, honestly. We finally get a season of our own in this great white north. Emphasis on white. But I am really excited to see the diverse representation of queens. Like it's amazing. Like we have different styles, we have different backgrounds and performers of color. It's a great first season, I gotta say. Someone I'm really looking out for is Ilona Verley. I can't remember. Sorry sis if you're seeing this, but to have that First Nations representation is amazing. It's so important. Just my thoughts.
Thank you so much, Chelazon Leroux from Saskatchewan. As you mentioned, Ilona Verley is competing, and we are so excited to see what they bring. As a non-binary Indigenous performer, whom also serves monochromatic looks. Can't wait to see what they bring. And can we just talk about that outfit she was wearing in her promo? The armor with the jewelry.
Yeah, I think it was like a Joan of Arc kind of style. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for what Ilona is going to bring to the competition. Ilona is representing Vancouver, British Columbia. Representing Victoria, British Columbia, is the amazing Jimbo. Jimbo is a drag performer that's been out there for a few years and likes to combine all different kinds of styles of cabaret, including stand-up and live singing and clownery and everything else into their incredible one-of-a-kind mix. And I also have a little bit of private tea. My sister's fiancé Fair may actually know Jimbo, so we have a little bit of an extra push for wanting to cheer for Jimbo there as well. We're super excited about the BC performers coming this year.
Yes.
Coming up next, we actually are going to throw to Jennie Talia, who has their opinion on this year's cast.
I'm Jennie Talia. I'm 21 years old. I'm from a small town just outside of Edmonton, Alberta, and I am the cute but crazy queen. I would describe my drag as very gorgeous, very modelish, but also I like to be very artistic and do these outside of the box, different kind of looks. I like to play around with makeup. Makeup is my passion, and I like to bring that onto stage and into my looks. Canada's Drag Race. Can you believe it? We're finally getting our own version of Drag Race here in Canada. I'm very excited to see how it's going to be. I'm very excited to see queens like Priyanka, Lemon, Jimbo, Tainomi. I'm so excited to watch them all slay. The panel of judges is just perfect. Brooklyn Heights, the Queen of the North, we stand. Jeffrey Boyer Chapman, okay, like, who doesn't have the heart of Jeffrey Boyer Chapman? And Stace McKenzie is the queen of the runway walk. It's going to be an amazing season. I'm so excited to see how this all goes down, and I guess we can just stay tuned for the rest. Thanks, bye.
Thanks, Jennie. We're excited to have you be a part of the team. Speaking of excited, I'm excited for Juicebox. Out of Toronto, this dynamic performer just seems bubbly and fun and just like a total sweetheart. Out of the cast, from what I've seen, they'd be the one that I'd probably want to hang out with.
Yeah, that's true.
Juicebox seems like a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to what they bring to the competition.
Yes. We're also excited to have Kiara in the competition. Now, Kiara is from Montreal and I believe speaks French as a first language. So it'll be interesting to watch some of these French-speaking queens in an English competition.
Now,
Like
Canada is a bilingual country. So,
is.
I mean, you'd think that hopefully Canada will be better at absorbing some of that as opposed to last season on RuPaul when Nikki Doll was on and there was no working for her. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't do anything to really help her in all of those improv skits where she was all of a sudden having to translate things.
Exactly.
So,
This language barrier might be a hurdle to overcome in the competition, but she seems to have the confidence to pull through it. Up next, we're going to go to our correspondent in Edmonton, Alberta, Clark Fable, to see what they have to think about the contestants.
Hello, my name is Clark Fable, and I'm a drag performer based in Edmonton, Alberta. Between the hosts and the contestants, this first season of Canada's Drag Race looks extraordinary. But there is one queen in particular that I am rooting for, and that is Gyna. Gyna is fantastic. I've been following Gyna for a while now, and between the YouTube tutorials and the TikTok videos explaining mathematical concepts, Gyna is someone who is willing to help others and teach others. And that is a quality that I look for in my drag royalty. That being said, I look forward to seeing what the entire cast brings forward, and I will personally be counting how many times everyone says sorry. So, best of luck!
Thank you so much, Clark. Next, we've got Gyna, a YouTube queen with 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, does makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, and has a lot of fans, a widespread fan base.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see what they bring to the table this year. Someone else that's exciting to look forward to is Lemon. Originally from Toronto, I believe, but is now in New York City. Somewhat discovered as a dancer by Sasha Velour.
Yes.
And is apparently the newest to the art of drag in the competition
of season 1.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting to see too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how much they grow.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that they definitely will be the one to watch for that this year.
Oh yeah, totally.
Side note, I am worried already. I think they may be about to be getting the bitch edit, but we'll see.
We'll see. We don't know anything.
We don't know anything, but even some of the clips and the things that they've shown, I worry that that's what they're going for. But it is what it is. Welcome to RuPaul. Coming up next, we are going to hear about one of our correspondents from the East Coast, Vagina.
Hello, my name's Vagina, and I just moved back to my hometown here in New Brunswick, Canada. I'm very excited to start doing drag here, but until then, I've been enlisted to do this shit. So, I just finished watching the trailers, and I must say, one of my favorites has to be Priyanka. She was so funny and down to earth, and she looked amazing. I want that dress. It's so nice. Other than that, I was really impressed by Scarlett Bobo. I liked when she did her hair thing, and I'm excited to see what creativity she brings to the show. I know I have to work a lot harder if I want to get on season 2. We'll see. So until then, catch you next week, and see me on Instagram. Bye!
Thank you, Nova. It was great to see you. Coming up next, we're going to talk about Priyanka, an amazing queen from Toronto. They are just gorgeous. Their looks are just stunning. They actually used to be a children's TV host and famous in the Toronto area, and I am super stoked to find out more about them this year coming up in the season. And they were actually the ones that were supposed to be at Evolution for Alberta's Next Drag Superstar finale, I believe. So
yes,
before the COVID. Really hoping that after all this gets back, we actually get the opportunity to see Priyanka sometime here in Edmonton.
Yes, I definitely hope to meet Priyanka. The next contestant that we are going to talk about, also from Montreal, is Rita Baga. Now, I understand she is a very experienced queen, has a lot of experience in the game, but this is her first competition that she herself has taken a part of.
Well, again, a little bit worried about the language barrier, as we say. I really hope that Canada actually makes a little bit more room for our French-speaking Canadians, because it is a bilingual country, and I get that it is a mostly Canadian network that they are going to be on and everything else, but I really hope that that is part of the diversity that they...
She said herself in her promo, like, she's very quiet, she doesn't speak much. I worry that she's not going to get as many confessionals as the other girls. I really hope that we get some confessionals and we get to see her personality shine through as well.
As I said, with Nikki Doll, it really seemed to be a detriment to her, and I would just hate to see that, and I really hope that they have learned from that mistake.
Let's go to our next local correspondent, Miss Indecisive from Edmonton.
Indecisive here from Edmonton, Alberta. I am a cabinet maker by day and a performer by night. I'm really excited for the first season of Canada's Drag Race. I'm really excited about the judges. I'm really excited to see Brooklyn Heights perform and be a judge. I thought she was really amazing on her season and did Canada some justice, and I'm excited to see her as a judge and as the host of this new amazing show. I'm really excited about the cast. I'm particularly excited about Kyne. I've been watching him on YouTube for the past several months, and he's helped me learn how to do wigs, how to curl and tease and do all of that wonderful stuff. So I'm really excited to see what he's gonna do and what he's gonna bring and represent on the very first season. There's a lot of really amazing, diverse talent all across Canada, so I'm really excited to see everyone slay the house down.
Thank you so much, Miss Indecisive, and we're very excited to see what all of our correspondents think throughout the season. Now we're going to Toronto for another Toronto queen. It's Scarlett Bobo. Now she also has a lot of experience doing drag and also has some circus background as well. I believe has tricks like fire eating and fire tricks, so
there might be some sword swallowing in there too. A bit of a self-described circus freak, I believe, is the... So yeah. I'm super pumped.
Like, and incorporating that into their drag, we don't see a whole lot of that, so that's going to make for excellent TV and some major challenges, I'm sure.
And good job on Canada for showing the diversity in season 1.
True.
Someone else from Toronto that I am super stoked to get to see, because the looks that I have seen so far are amazing, and apparently they are the dancing queen of the season from what I have been told. So Miss Tainomi Banks from Toronto is just going to blow the competition away. I worry if it comes down to a lip sync, so it should be a really interesting year. We have one more correspondent with their hot take on this preview episode, and from the East Coast we have Aurora Borealis.
Hi, I'm Aurora Borealis, and I am from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I am going to be reviewing Canada's Drag Race, the trailer, which there's a lot to take in. Now, quick note, I identify as both she and her, both in and out of drag, and I want to say, I'm pretty excited about this new season. Like, finally, it has come to Canada, so that is like major huge point. And then also, the judges are fantastic. Like, I'm a big fan of Jeffrey Bower Chapman. I've been a big fan of him since The Skinny, and he is just fantastic and like so charismatic. But I'm also really excited about the queens. Like, I don't really have any hot takes other than I'm excited to see what the different things that are going to be incorporated, especially with Rita Baga being from Montreal, and they do a lot of like charity work, so I'm pretty excited to see like, their character and who they are, as well as Jimbo from Victoria, BC, who also just looks fantastic, but also is from like a different place that's not Toronto, which, I mean, I understand why there's a lot of queens from Toronto. It's a bigger community, there is more queens there. But I'm excited to see like some of the smaller communities and what they bring to the table. So yeah, it's gonna be a fantastic season. Like, I am elated that it's finally happening.
Even though I'm obviously happily married, I will admit that one of my favorite things to do is to check out some of the queens in the workroom when they have taken off all their drag, because I like to kind of see which is the cutest trade of the season. There was definitely some cuties from what I can see. Anastasia is definitely a handsome, handsome man. I thought Kine was really cute. I thought Juicebox was really adorable, and yeah, Lemon's
Lemon's the pretty one.
Lemon's the cute twink. Who will be kidding? What about you, Bambi? Who did you find super attractive on this season?
None of them. Let me paraphrase. I like a big bear with big, there wasn't a big queen this year. I feel like that's something that could maybe come up in future seasons if it continues. I'd like to see a bigger queen be represented and also, of course, be a bear that I can look at.
Right? But yeah, it's going to be an amazing season. We actually cannot wait for the premiere on July 2nd. We are going to have our first episode up again on July the 4th, so that you can hear about all of our correspondence and our take on episode 1 of Canada's Drag Race. So you can look forward to that. Until then, go watch some more local drag. It's all over on the internet, especially on our channel, Dragging Our Heels. Thanks for watching. Bye.